Are things racist people do that they don't think is racist? I'm a black dude that has lived in Japan for 16 years. A while back I went on a date with a Japanese girl and we went to a club in central Tokyo. We waited for about an hour before we finally made it to the front of the line. When I approached, the bouncer took my ID and looked at it for quite some time, pointing his light first at the ID, and then back at me. I'm like 34 at this point in time, so I knew that if I didn't get in, it wasn't because I didn't make the legal age. He told me to get off the line. I walked off without arguing. To be honest, I wasn't surprised. The bar wouldn't let me in because I wasn't Japanese. This has happened to me a million times since I've lived here, so at this point I'm pretty used to it and it doesn't upset me anymore. However, the girl I was with got really upset. Despite me getting off the line in defeat, she argued with the bouncer for quite some time. However, unable to change his mind, we gave up and settled for heading to another bar down the street. After we were rejected from the club, she said something along the lines of, "I don't know why they wouldn't let you in. You were with me. I'm Japanese." All I was thinking was, you're kind of missing the point. Can you imagine if a white and black dude went to a bar together in the United States and they don't let the black dude in and the white guy says, "I can't believe they didn't let you in. You're with me. I'm white." Ridiculous. We got to a random bar down the street when I saw a sign, in Japanese, that said Japanese only. At this point I was annoyed. They didn't even attempt to hide it this time. I called the cops and when they came I complained to them in Japanese so they would see that I wasn't some tourist. The cop nods as if to say, "I understand your frustration." Thinking I've made some progress, I let out a sigh of relief. Instead of letting me in, the cop said in a super friendly tone, "Well yeah, the sign says Japanese only. And you're not Japanese. What is the problem here? There's another club down the street that allows foreigners. I like that one myself. Why don't you go check that one out?" I just stood there, in utter shock. The problem had completely blown over the cop's head. Japan is so inherently racist and xenophobic to the point that they don't even know that they are racist and xenophobic. It's just normal behavior to them. But for some reason everybody loves Japan and they somehow get a free pass on it. Full disclosure, I ended up marrying the girl that I went on a date with that night. Now, anytime my family visits from the States, we have a cookout. Each time I invite her family, I joke that I would consider letting them in, because I'm black and she was with me.